I'm telling you, this is the one. GameStop can do it. They just have to believe. But once they go all in, they're going to just make ridiculous amounts of money. Ridiculous. Ryan Cohen, come on. Somebody let him know this is the way. Bitcoin is going to a million. It's going to go to 250, 500,000, but it's going to a million in the years to come. So you got free money on the board. Don't let it sit there. And this is a stock to be in. 10x on GameStop, and maybe even more like 20 to 30x. What we need is to find out where Keith Gill is. This is his opportunity. This is his trade. Where the F are you, man? Where the fuck are you? This is your trade. And you're not tweeting this out to your, all those followers. I'm in shock. Throw the kitties, throw them a bone. This is the trade of the century. And we got to find Keith. Somebody let him know. GameStop is going to explode. I am telling you. Anyway, another thing is Bitcoin, the reserves on the exchanges keep getting smaller and smaller. So the supply shock is coming. Other than that, here's from the other day me catching Trump before Trump even knew what he was going to do. So enjoy. So we know the deal. We caught Trump ahead of time, and I'll do this in the future. It's not hard. It's just using math. And the guy is Al Capone, in charge of our government, is basically what it is. He's making money for his family. He's a criminal. I don't know what to say. It's the most bizarre thing in the world. How he's not going to end up in jail after all of this. But he owns, the FBI, DOJ, everybody who could actually put him in jail. He owns them as the president. So we've got Al Capone as our leader of the United States. Wow, I don't know what to say. It's crazy times. But anyway, you remember at 9 o'clock in the morning yesterday, way before Trump even announced his little great time to buy tweet, I figured out his patterns, and it's just using math and tape reading. I could read the markets by watching the flows of money. It's probably my biggest talent of all. But I figured out his playbook, and we'll take advantage of it in the future, of course. But, between him and his administration, they're criminals. And there's no way to go any other way. I'm just a trader. I could figure this out outside. But what about all the people that are being affected negatively that aren't able to figure this out? And, I don't know what to say. There are so many. I have a criminal. I don't know what to say. They're insiders trading our markets, and it's like it's being thought of as being normal. But we were able to catch it, and to those who took advantage, great. And you're very welcome. And I'll keep going. And I don't know what to say. It's basically we have Al Capone as the leader of the United States, our president. Great. That's just wonderful. Go over and update this. Is that I covered half of my shorts right from here, right down here when we retouched this lows over here. I just needed it to go in this area on that doji from right there. So just around 75K, a little bit under 75K, I covered half of my shorts. And the reason is very simple, because Trump seems to be repeating a pattern. And I'm going to look to see if he doesn't do something that is an olive branch to the marketplace. and we'll see. But he seems to be fairly consistent in the way he lets markets down and pulls them back up, and it seems to almost be like a game that he's playing. So we'll see if some good news comes out. Don't be surprised, because it looks very orchestrated, is the only way I could put it. I would love to cover into this zone here, but his timing almost, well, we'll see. I'm not going to predict, but I'm going to go over and make sure I come out of this fairly profitable. So I covered half of my shorts. And again, we'll see. I've already let people in the room know that I think there's going to be that Wednesday to Thursday olive branch. If we can move down into the 70K range, that would be fantastic, though. And I'm keeping an eye on GME is the one that I think is going to do really well. But we'll see. You never know. It's a bipolar market. I'll take my chances. I like the buy down here, right off of there. I think that was smart, but we'll see. I'm not going to predict where we go from here for right now because it's still early. This can happen at any time, and it'll probably happen more towards, I'm going to say, the afternoon, around the close, probably even after. We'll see. But if he repeats himself, this is what should happen. All right, talk to you soon. So this is right before the opening of the market. It's about 9 minutes to go. And today is Wednesday. Now, if Trump repeats his pattern, he's going to offer some kind of olive branch. It's going to be temporary, more than likely. But he's going to offer it, and it's going to go into the weekend until early next week before he does something other crazy thing. But usually it's a cycle, and it keeps repeating itself. So I'm going to see if by today, maybe the end of today or whenever, Wednesday to Thursday, he comes out with some kind of olive branch. Let's see if that happens and the markets reverse and, we play the game all over again. So it's going to be interesting to see. But we'll see. So this is what I'm going to predict, and we'll see if he repeats himself. It's going to be very interesting. So I'm looking for an up move, and he's going to offer some kind of olive branch. That's probably going to push oil back up to these levels up here before he does something extremely foolish. Or does he stick with what he's doing? It's going to be interesting to see. We're going to find out. See you in the next one. I'll probably do when he does announce whatever, and we'll see the effects of this probably by tomorrow. Alrighty. And I'm telling you, this is the one. This is the big winner that's going to happen from here. I've already taken the trades. I had the calls on the market reversing upwards, and I cleaned up. I had better than 3-1 for my risk reward on the trade, and it was very fast. Happened in hours. So that was great. But this one is a long-term play. This is going to be gold, I'm telling you. I'm extremely confident. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling anybody what to buy or sell or anything. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And I'm in this one big. And here's what I think we'll get. I don't want the small money just for the gap fill up there, or even to retest this area where I thought resistance would occur at that red line right there. I think it's going to break past this. And I think, let's go to a weekly, it's going to take out that trend line, and we're going to go to numbers, very least, of 10x in this zone up here. And maybe even with Bitcoin as it moves later in the year, at past May 1st that we go over and go as high as the 400 and almost $500 range. That 4.23, there it is. So these are possible targets in the future. This is an MSTR reboot. People are going to figure this out, and it's not going to be long before you get the move. So there it is. Anyway, I'll update you as time goes on, and we'll see what happens. Could it go back down and get all the way back down to this zone down here? It's possible. Maybe Trump does something really stupid and crushes the markets, but we'll see. But I'm going to bet on Ryan Cohen, and we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. You already know what I've done with Bitcoin. I covered half of the shorts, and let's go back here. You know my long-term views. I'm just basically trading the markets as they are. I had the buy right here. Should I go over now that I've covered half my shorts, take this trailing stop off? I don't know. I'm deciding because there's a good chance that we could break. We already broke the trend line here. So the chances of us breaking back above here, I don't know. But it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to go over and overthink this one. I'll see how it goes. I do like to keep the hedge a little bit because of the fact that I've been in the past, I had too much. So I've done very well, and I increased my holdings, but I'm a perma bull. So, we'll see. I have got time, and yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm in a good position. As far as everything else, there's nothing to really go off of. Bitcoin, I think we're going to explode at some point, but I have until May 1st. Okay, that's the key. I have until May 1st. So until we hit this date right here, I can head short. After this date, I don't want to be in a short anymore. I want to be fully long the market, not trying to trade it. I've traded this so many times. This last one I wasn't going to even do, and then I was like, I have no choice. Trump is going over and going to crush the markets, and he did. So anyway, there we are. You know where I'm at. There's still a chance that we can get down to these levels down here. We've got Trump, and he's insane. So who knows? Crazy times, that's all I can say. Anyway, that's the update. Once again, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next week, and we'll see what else new comes up. We'll see. You don't know. It's exciting, crazy times. All right, see you in the next video.